As the battle with the Bone Devil raged on, the heroes found it cumbersome to keep up with its teleporting tactics and odd mid-battle ruminations. But the tide turned on the devil in the end, and it was struck down. Pressing forward beyond Yeagian's guard post, the heroes discovered an incredible space. A chamber filled with magma, powering some sort of hellish summoning circle. A pair of fury devils discussing the applications and theories of interplanar portals, and a slow leak in the ceiling from a stagnant water source above. Ducking out before they were noticed and weighing their options, the heroes opted to return to the floors above and confront an enemy they had once passed by, perhaps in hopes of finding more tools to aid in their quest.
So you guys know I'm not one to shy away from my love of cartoons, and I've recently been revisiting a bunch from my childhood. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century. I did a rewatch of X-Men because of the news that they're doing a continuation of that series. But one I discovered in my travels that I didn't even know had happened was a remake of Digimon that aired in 2020. So I'm about 4 episodes deep into it, and it's pretty good. The only thing that's kind of jarring me is that the voices are different, as they would be. Like, why would I expect the dubs to be the same, I don't know, 20 years later? But I really enjoyed Digimon, right. And this remake is a really easy way to get back into it because they base everything in modern day. There are smartphones, there are applets, there's all kind of this new technology folded in to the same old story that we know and love. So I was wondering if there's anything that you guys have seen recently or thought about recently that you would like to see either modernized or remade. I know normally it's a contentious topic, remakes, remasters, redos aren't as good as the original or what have you, but every now and again, something just hits,
Mm-hmm.
Cadillacs and dinosaurs, no further questions.
Dope. Love it. Love it. The Marvel version or the Image version?
I don't know. I watched a cartoon as a kid. There were Cadillacs, there were dinosaurs. I want more of that, baby.
Oh, I thought you said walks with dinosaurs, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, brother. That show was fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah, if you liked walks with dinosaurs, try drives with dinosaurs and shoots with dinosaurs.
Yeah,
I actually heard
and Dinosaurs was a Marvel comic.
I actually heard ducks and dinosaurs, and I was very confused.
That's, given a long enough timeline, one evolves into the other, maybe back.
No, they're not crabs.
Oh.
I recently rewatched the original Toy Story, which is just a fun movie. It's really, really great.
I mean, it's classic, yeah.
And I just happened to also, very coincidentally, also come across a trailer for what it looks like a new Small Soldiers video game. And they're kind of it's a really cool like concept trailer. It's like a good 5 minutes long or whatever, and it's really, really fun. And it got me a little excited for something along those lines, something a little childish but actiony at the same time. But I don't really have anything particular in mind. I'm definitely in the camp of I couldn't be bothered with too many remakes these days.
Gotcha. I mean, you played Final Fantasy VII, right? That was a remake.
Oh, see, yeah, now. Well, Final Fantasy VII is my favorite video game of all time, and I'm not alone. There are many, many, many people that would agree with me on that. But
Well, why? It's so bad.
It's not great, but it's great. But the remake was exceptionally well done, and they even like took some liberties in retelling their own story, and those liberties were not like terribly awful. They were, and you know, they're kind of really compiling the story of Final Fantasy VII because it's had so many different games and things attached to it over the decades at this point. They're kind of like weaving it all in together now, and I'm super here for it. But that's a mad nostalgic value built in there for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's the only
most.
reason to remake anything.
And then you need to remake Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
One day.
Shots fired.
I'm gonna hop in here, but mine isn't a game or a show. It's a concert tour. I want to see a modern version of the Family Values tour. Korn and Limp Bizkit. Roll through my town, please.
That'd be wild.
You can't tell me that wouldn't be fucking amazing.
I got to see Korn and Disturbed once, long after they were popular, and it was a great time. I loved it.
For me, they did remake the thing that I always wanted remade, and that was Dune.
Ah.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like the 1980s.
Still in
Like I
progress.
know people love that, and I'm not gonna dive into hating on that. But the new one with Denis Villeneuve.
Villeneuve?
Last names.
Villeneuve.
Villeneuve. Thank you. Villeneuve. Like just absolutely like crushed. Like I
it
was just
fucks
like,
hard.
yeah. And the second one comes out real soon, and I am very, very excited.
Right on. Is it just the 2, or are they doing a third? Is there a cap? Like,
I think
I know
that
there's
they
like
might.
35 books or some shit like that.
There's 6 books. We don't talk about his son writing other stuff. Okay, there's 6 books as Frank Herbert intended. We don't go into the Butlerian Jihad or any of the other stuff. No, stop it. I know there's part 2.
Stop it.
HBO is picking up like a Bene Gesserit Sisterhood miniseries, and I think they might do a part 3, which would be into like what was it, Children of Messiah? Or Messiah of Dune? No. Children of Dune. Fuck. I can't remember right now. I'm such a bad fan.
It's Children of Dune
Use your
and
words.
Dune
It's
Messiah.
like Children of Dune. Okay. Yeah.
Right on. So those are good movies you'd recommend, even for like non-Dune fans like myself?
Dune 1, yeah. Like I'd wait till part 2 comes out and just watch it all as
Oh.
one thing though.
Yeah, I'm absolutely not watching just one movie.
I've never read Dune. I don't know anything about Dune, and I watched the film and I did like enjoy it, but I also was not like raving excited. I was like, this is good. This is very well done, but I didn't get like a full scope of everything because, and I assume that's because I'm missing the next part. So
Yeah.
I'd have trouble divorcing myself from like the book to be able to give the movie an objective analysis because goddamn, it's just one of the best books of all time.
Yeah, it was like the first book that I distinctly remember reading, and this can get cut if it's too much, but I remember reading it in the closet while my parents fought and like just completely escaping into that world of like just everything, just like running away from my problems into that book. And like, yeah, so it has a lot of like very special memories for me.
I knew someone when I was in Australia that did the same thing, but they would go into the attic and read The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And I was brand new at this bar.
Mine was the basement in the foundation.
Yeah, I was brand new at this bar that I was working at, and I just moved to Melbourne, and I had randomly pulled out my tin whistle and just started playing the Concerning Hobbit scene. Like I didn't tell anyone that I had it or that I could play it. And like he just like nearly had an emotional breakdown. He like gave me a big hug and told me the whole story. I was like, and he thanked me up and down. I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. I just thought it would be fun. But hey, awesome.
Accidentally
really
breaking
intense.
your coworkers.
Yeah.
You never know when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just carry that tin flute
classic
around.
Irish move. It's, the old whistle. It really evokes.
You got anything for the list, Duncan?
Oh, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. I wasn't kidding.
Oh, right. It was just so good. It was in one ear and out the other.
Yeah. I was like, well, obviously.
I mean, that's a really good. As a fan of both the show and the comic book, that's a really good answer. And the video game, there was an arcade game.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a.
Yeah, it was kind of like a Contra style side scrolly shoot 'em up. Yeah.
Yeah, really, really good. That's a deep cut. I really like that.
I'll put that one on the fridge.
Yeah,
Never heard of it.
It's yeah. Again, very deep cut. Speaking of deep cuts, let's see how many deep cuts we can get on this Chandragal behemoth.
Hey, I heard
A
he's
rare
resistant
James
to
segue.
those.
What was the joke someone set off, Mike? Speaking of big piles of or
Crap
heaps of
being
trash
remade into-
made
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
made of
reconstituting
recycled
a bunch
parts.
of piles of smaller
Yeah.
trash into one big pile
Right,
of trash.
but nobody had a bad answer.
I know.
That's
I like
true,
my
that's true.
flubber joke.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
the flubber joke was good.
nobody was
The
like
Chandragal
American History
behemoth.
X.
The Chandragal behemoth should remind you of the Assassin's Creed series.
Let's curb stomp this thing.
It is constantly recycled and nothing really new. Okay, you guys are in position. Like I said, triangulated across the arena here. We are saying the floor is about 25 feet down. And we are... This thing is just sort of dormant on the arena floor. What is the plan exactly? I think at this point, you guys, if you need to, have like a single preparation option, such as if you want to cast a spell in preparation or get yourself into a new position or whatnot, but one thing per person. And then
I'll cast Impending
roll
Doom on it.
initiative. No, preparation, not hostile.
Potato, potato.
Potato, tomato.
Tulok is in the southern portion here, staring across eye level at all his allies across the way, and he withdraws the die from his bag.
Oh shit!
Oh, I was thinking about cracking a joke about whether or not you should throw that into the arena.
Well, let's just see how fast it gets gobbled up.
Amazing. Okay. Oh, I gotta get the die ready.
Oh god, if we have to like go in after it Tommy Lee Jones style at the end of Men in Black, it's gonna be awful.
It raises its head up and swallows a die.
No.
Can I put that? I want to put it in the chat for everyone to read, but I don't know how to put an item in there.
It's the same as the spell. You click the
Oh, the
Picture.
picture die.
Yeah.
picture.
Ba-bam!
For the listeners, the description of this is like 7 paragraphs. Like it's 3 full scrolls of the chat for me. It is
It
Yeah.
ain't small.
nuanced.
I mean, it's unnecessarily long for the chat purposes. But let's see here. You're preparing the die, preparing to roll the die,
Yes.
and let's see what does Lump want to do?
Lump raises a shield, but I am all out of preparatory spells at this point. I'm running on fumes and just have damaging spells. So
Okay, you're gonna try and stay up top here?
I'm gonna stay up top here for now. Just yeah. I have a couple blasty spells I'd like to get off and not be close enough to be punished if it has an attack of opportunity. It might be able to reach me from where it is, but that's the current game plan.
Kreka, anything?
I bet you can guess. It starts with an R. It ends with an H.
Okay, you're gonna rage the guy. And what about Glash and Azori?
Glash is going to quickly cast the most important spell of all, Illusory Disguise, and turns into a red cap.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm sure it'll be extremely helpful.
He does look
Azori?
like a red cap.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always said he was a fun guy.
Oh. Izori, any options?
I think she's already got her wand of magic missile in one hand and her rapier in the other. So I think she will sheath the rapier, ready an alchemist fire to throw. But if that's not going to count as the action, I think just to recall knowledge.
Okay, little extra recall knowledge action. Will you roll me an occultism check or a religion check? But I know it's
occultism.
going to be occultism. Nope, you got no idea.
Action.
No additional
wasted.
information available. All right, let's do
Let's do this!
this. Let me get the let's roll for initiative. Lump and Glash, what'd you get? Lump and Glash? Lump and Glash.
Lumma Glash. God. Glash is fucking ready with a 33.
Whew. What about Lump?
And then Lump was less ready with a 20.
And Kraka?
Even less ready still with a 16.
Okay. Izori.
Izori would like to roll with occultism since her last action was to recall knowledge if possible. If not, stealth.
Why not?
Okay. Your benevolence has been noted. It's at 23.
Okay. Tulak?
25.
Okie dokie. And I've rolled for Le Shenregal Behemoth. Let us begin combat with Glastrom Dur at the top.
Glash is going to clap his little hands together, rub them, and then pull out one of his old teeth and cast Summon Fey, bringing forth a Tooth Fairy.
A Tooth Fairy, okay.
Hey, cute. Like The Rock? Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
I'm not familiar.
Well,
Just so everyone knows, this is what Tooth Fairies
remake
look
that
like
movie.
You're not familiar with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I'm not familiar with Tooth Fairy. I'm familiar with
Never heard of them.
Oh, these look like the Hellboy Tooth Fairies from Golden Army.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, the Tooth Fairies, these are terrifying. It's kind of fun.
I mean, the whole concept of a
You
tooth
can
fairy
also,
is pretty
fun
terrifying.
fact, you can also have a swarm of them.
They look so happy, though.
They really
At
do.
least they're enjoying
They kind of
themselves.
just look like
All right.
winged goblins painted beige.
Does the pinky beige? Does the Tooth Fairy act?
The Tooth Fairy will indeed. I can't control the Tooth Fairy, so
Oh yeah, give me a sec. I had to import a new
yeah, no problem.
token here. Okay, everyone's a
What do you mean you're not ready with that Tooth Fairy token on the fly for the druid that we picked up?
The Tooth Fairy is going to.
I don't have Glastrom Door's murder box like I have Tulak's.
The Tooth Fairy. I would have liked to summon it in range to already be striking this.
Sure,
thing.
that's fine. I just dropped it wherever.
Yeah.
So
And then it's
Whatever you
going
want.
to make a pliers attack and try to. That is a 19 to hit the creature.
that will not hit. I'm
I didn't
afraid.
think so. And then we're gonna go ahead and just try one more time. There's a 20 on every die. Nope, that's an 11.
To be fair, it's probably pretty hard to find the mouth on that thing.
Yeah.
It's got several mounts actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like it's got plenty to choose from.
It's actually quite easy. in fact.
Analysis paralysis too. And
Yeah.
Where do I start?
All right, little Tooth Fairy now just kind of like running up and trying to pliers this this behemoth,
Yep.
and it just begins to slowly stir, and will, in response, throw it a little fleshy slap, as it's called, at the Tooth Fairy,
All right.
Num num.
for a 36 to hit.
That misses. Oh wait, no, that's a double
What?
critical.
Again,
That's a double
36
critical. That's a double critical. Sorry.
Easy to get those.
I like your
confused.
first response better.
Yeah,
and-
pardonnez-moi.
Hits this thing for a wonderful 58 damage, destroying it completely. Thank
as
you for
it-
making me pull that out of
There's a very specific reason. As you do, it bursts into the sticky, foul-smelling white dust, and you need to give me a fortitude save, bud.
Hey.
29.
That's
Very
a
low roll.
success. That is
Okay.
you're
I'm fine. Okay, and this I believe that move is called Plaque Burst.
Yes.
So a bunch of plaque goes bursting all over the place. That's disgusting. And then this thing just sort of like rouses up in response to this little explosion and starts to kind of like, I don't know, just sort of like wriggle its way, getting taller and taller and kind of taking in its surroundings. But that's all I'm going to make it do for now. Tulak.
Tulak takes the die in his hand and hurls it to the floor of the arena.
Oh boy. Okay, so rolling this, you can roll it up to 30 feet, I think, right? But you're basically just dropping this to the floor.
Yeah.
So you could throw it 30 feet out and then it just kind of falls.
Well, yeah, I just want to get it I want it towards the creature, land next to him, right?
Yeah, but where do you want it to land? Is the question, I guess.
Just south. Tulak doesn't exactly have a howitzer of an arm, I don't think.
Okay, so you just toss it right in front of you, right up to the next to the creature. Okay.
You got it.
Roll to see what side it lands on.
What die is it again?
I believe it's a D10. Should be a D10.
6.
6. Okay.
I rolled a legit die for once.
Okay. So for 6, you see that it does a little roll, bounces off the creature, and then lands onto a side with a nice, beautiful blue pane on it. And out pops a creature from your past. It's a void glutton. As the swirl,
shit!
black swirl kind of pops out, and these blue tentacles with green needle-tipped 7-fingered hands. This swarm of glowing blue eyes just like spins out, and the void glutton immediately attempts to immobilize everything near it with its ectoplasmic web trap. So it is going to try and shoot off that at the Shanargal Behemoth, which is a 25 to hit. I'm afraid it's going to miss. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me just double check my own rules here. Creature hit by the void glutton. So, oh no, so it 21 to hit. 21 plus 21 hit. Yeah, so it only rolled a 5, sadly. I'll let you spend a hero point on that if you want to have it re-roll, though.
Yeah, why not? Let's have some fun here.
Okay.
Reroll.
Reroll. That's 36.
Hey!
Much better. Okay. So it is suddenly immobilized as this like piece of web just kind of like spreads all over the base of it, and its DC will be your caster DC to escape.
26.
And at the I believe at the end of your next turn, or the start of your next turn, it will have its next effect. So that was its arrival effect, just immobilizing anything it can in its range, and the next effect will happen on your next turn. So keep me good on that. What else you got?
And
That's
then
2 action to roll.
that is, yes, 2 action to roll. And then Tulok will... Is this thing mindless?
Not that you know of.
So Tulok looks at this creature and says, "For hundreds of years you've been dormant. Today you rise again, only to fall to our blades and our weapons and our magics. Should have just stayed down." And rolls a 30 intimidation.
Shit.
30 intimidation. Okay, and that's against my will DC. That is a success. You have frightened this creature. Oh, actually, you take a -4 to that, probably, because I don't think you speak the same languages.
I speak Abyssal, Aklo, Common, Elven, Infernal, and Necral.
Wouldn't you know it? This one speaks none. So, 30 minus
26.
4 is 26. That's actually a meat to beat.
Hey!
You just toss this thing, all of a sudden this monster comes out, webs it, and you're just like hollering down on it. It is a feared. Izori, what can you add to the debuffing process here? I know you got something.
Zori's actually going to stick out of the debuff game for now and just use that Wand of Magic Missile level 2. And just consume her
Okay.
turn with that.
So you get 3 missiles off, all 3 actions.
So it'll be 5, 4, and 3, and free action. She'll drop the wand, very like behind her, not in front of her.
Okay, not over the edge. Is what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It bounces off the stadium seating and falls into the arena.
GM Fiat, go. Lump.
Lump is going to contort their face into a hideous scowl, and you just hear rumbling inside them as their bones seem to shake, and they cast fear on the creature. And so I need a will save.
Okie dokie. Will save incoming. Not great. 20.
That is a failure, so instead of frightened 1, you become frightened 2.
Okay.
And then last action, going to go ahead and raise that shield again. Because we love shields.
All right. And that brings us to Kruka, who is pre-raged.
Free-raged and just in range to toss a light hammer
Oh, just in range, eh?
for a 25 to hit.
He's a free rage orc.
25 is currently a hit.
Grass-fed, baby.
It's currently a hit with frightened.
Currently a hit. Okay. So that is 10 damage, 10 bludge.
10 bludge. 10 bludge. Important that it's bludge because it all goes through.
Heck yeah.
Heck
Bludge this
yeah.
sludge. Second and third action will be a 2-action Ring of the Ram. Fortitude save, please.
Fortitude save. Now would be the time to do it since it's feared twice. Still rolled really good though. 35.
Okay, that is a critical success and you're unaffected.
Okay. I love that the Ring of the Ram gets so much use, even if it's not always effective. It just makes me so happy.
Oh, I figured I'd do it at start of the combat anyways, just because I could probably get more than a minute out of this combat and use it again.
Yeah, maybe. that's possible, I suppose.
Not
Top of round 2. Glash Ramdur.
Glash is going to rub his hands together until a small spark appears between his leathery, calloused fingers and will produce flame.
Oh, classic.
7 on the die for a 21, which would be a miss.
Not
And
going to do
then-
it, yeah.
You know, Glash just does his little dance. You know what? I'll sling. We got some bullets up there.
Yeah,
That's
sling
a
it up.
20 that'll miss.
That's
I like the dance, that's what I mean. It's the flavor.
Okay. So the behemoth has now been hit from pretty much all sides. So I am going to roll to see who gets hit first. How many people we got in the battlefield here? 5 of you?
6.
Oh yeah, I suppose it is 6, isn't it? Damn void glutton. Krucka, you're gonna have a sweet bone shard just suddenly launch out of this creature in your direction for
Sweet.
a 27 to hit.
That hits.
That's gonna be 13 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as this shard just whops you in the old face, space, and
Wow, that is sweet.
and then a fleshy slap goes flying out at the void glutton, which just passes right through it, unaffected. And then we will see a web shoot out from one of its I think probably there's like the abdomen of a drider just kind of plops out of this sinewy mess and just shoots this web off towards let's see here. It's gonna be Glash. And it's not great though. It's a 17 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
Can't stop that boy dancing.
So this thing is now at its full height and just launching attacks at random in all directions. Seems to slowly be gaining its bearings almost. Tulak, what can you do?
Tulok puts his hands to his sides and raises them slowly as purple magic starts to swirl around his palms and his feet start to raise off of the floor. And he will cast Fly. I'm going to roll my flat check. 14. So Fly, I'm going to go straight into the air, and going straight up is essentially moving through difficult terrain. So he will rise 2 actions to cast, 1 action to rise 10 feet.
Okay.
20 feet. 10 feet.
10 feet. 10 feet? 20 feet?
10
Many
feet.
Lots of feet.
Yeah. 20
for
feet
days.
worth of actions to rise 10 feet.
Okay. So you have cast Fly. You are now flying. This is the first time anyone's seen this, I think.
That's right.
So
You just see him with his
suddenly
hands at his sides, just raising up above the floor.
All right. That's 2 actions and a move.
That's 2 actions and a move. And now, don't forget Mr. Void Glut.
Yes, Mr. Void Glut. What does the Void Glutton do on the departure?
Don't glut
This
shame
is
him.
Going to be, where I just had it here. Here it is. Departure. Fearful Strikes. The Void Glutton bestows its Fearful Strike ability upon you and your allies for 1d4 rounds. When you damage a creature with a melee strike, The creature must succeed at your will DC or become frightened one.
Jesus.
It's already frightened now, and actually it just failed its will save to for its frightened to drop in Azori's presence. So this might not be that useful too. Let's see. It's gonna go for 4 rounds, so maybe it will. Maybe it will. Although it is a melee strike specifically. And then the Void Glutton just zips back into the die and disappears. That's pretty all right though. Azori, what do you got?
Zori's first action will be to toss that Alchemist Fire. It's a 30 to
Okay.
hit.
That'll hit.
Kill it with fire.
That is 2 points of fire damage.
No,
Sorry,
it's
that is
more than
18 points of fire damage and 2 points of splash.
That's a
2
little
points of
better.
splash. Nice. There you go. That was a moderate.
And
That's,
2
that's
persistent.
good.
And 2 persistent fire.
And 2 persistent. Holy crap, that's great.
Yeah, clearly
Awesome.
my first day with Alchemist Fire.
With a bomb?
Yeah, we haven't seen them in a while.
Next action, she's going to draw her Caterwall Sling, and final action, she's going to load it.
Okie dokie. I feel like I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can load it in the attack at the same time. Isn't it a reload of 0?
Reload 1.
It's reload 1. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I checked.
I would have thought that'd be a 0. Okay. Lump, you up.
Well, tragically, this creature we have discovered is undead, so I can't painful vibrations its face. It requires one
It's many
living
faces.
creature. So we're just gonna see if we can make them feel some more dread and cast Impending Doom with the Incapacitation trait.
Classic. Okay, incapacitation traits. This is a level 3 spell, so if this creature is more than
Level 6.
more than level 6, okay, and it is. So it's going to roll a will save.
Correct.
It got a 28.
28 is a success. It becomes a critical success.
Unaffected.
Yep, unaffected. It was a long
Brutal.
shot, but it was worth a try.
Yeah.
And then raise shield.
And the raise shield. Okay. We're taking a little bit of advantage here of the feared round, but not quite as much as we could have. Krakow, what do you got?
If I had a hammer, toss the hammer. 24 to hit.
24 is a miss. Or at least a glancing blow.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
20 to hit.
No.
Yeah, no,
Not
I'm
great.
just, I was trying to react to that in a
Yeah.
funny way and I couldn't get there. It's just devastating. Map -4, 22 to hit. That's not going to do it either. Dinger. I don't want to have to get down there and
Duncan, just
fleshy slapped in the fucking face.
roll better.
Just roll better.
Okay,
That's fine.
okay, I'll do that next time.
Yeah.
Okay, ill-advised. Map -8. Can I even do it? No, it's a 10.
No, I shouldn't have.
Okay, so he's just dinging this hammer off everything but the massive pile in the middle of the floor. Awesome. And that's a turn.
All right. Top of round 3, Glash.
Glash keeps the hands warm, and we'll cast Produce Flame again.
Okay.
29 to hit.
That's going to be a hit.
All right, for 15 points of fire damage.
Okay. 15 fire. Pretty good hit, actually. That's great.
And then Glash will map minus... Oh, wait, reload the sling.
Reload this thing. Nice. Okay. I am going to roll an athletics check to try and escape. What's your spell DC there, Tulak?
26.
39.
I have failed my athletics check to escape. Let me try it a second time. 26, you said?
Wait.
Well, this was at a map -5, so I have failed again. In that case, a bone shard is going to shoot out again, and let's see who it's at. This thing that immobilized has really kind of fucked me here. A bone shard is going to go flying at Izori for a 16 hit. Not great. Not great at all.
Not today.
Dulak, your turn. This thing is just a pincushion at this point, or what's the duck? Like it's sitting there like ducks in a barrel.
Fish in a barrel?
No, I know what I said.
Yeah, in Canada we have ducks. That's totally
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, okay.
Sitting there like dinosaurs in a Cadillac.
Okay.
You fundamentally misunderstand the premise of that show.
I don't know what it is.
T-Rex can't drive because of his little arms.
Tulok will move 5 feet forward while continuing to rise up another 10 feet for one move action. He's now 45 feet in the air, and whilst raising up slowly, he looks down to the battlefield below him, finds a diamond in the rough of a stone, and hurls it at this creature.
You found a. You can just do that. You can just find a diamond. I didn't know that.
It was a metaphorical diamond in the rough. It was just a nice bludgeoning stone. 29 to hit.
Just re-rolling my will save for the fear, and I've succeeded. I critically succeeded, actually. Would that make a difference at all, James? No, I suppose it
Not
wouldn't. It's
for
just a
me,
takedown.
but it might
Yeah.
for that 4-round thing that it can't shake.
Yeah. I also need to take
2 persistent
2
fire.
fire damage and roll a recovery check, which I have
Really
failed.
taking the winds out of my attack sails here,
sorry,
buddy.
sorry. What was your attack roll? 29.
29.
The right AC here. Yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit.
That's right.
Roll me some damage.
For 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
You sure it's not piercing or slashing?
I am 100% sure.
Fine. Okay. Ominously
Dude, death
flying
from
and
above,
throwing
baby.
rocks.
Tulok's airborne up in this biatch.
Zori.
Zori's first action will be to attack with the caterwaul. That will be a 20 to hit.
That is a miss.
I'm gonna hero point that, I think.
Sure. Caterwaul sling, go.
That's a 1, so that's a 16. So that's not gonna do it either.
Nope.
Okay, so she reaches up to the sling, undoes its cord, and begins to whirl it in a circle.
Yeah.
Pointed at this this thing. So this has a once per day 2 action sonic effect. So each creature in a 30-foot cone, which I put conveniently on the map, takes 46 sonic damage with a basic DC 21 Fortitude save. So please make that save.
Fortitude save. Okay.
Yep.
I've got a very good fortitude here. Then I roll pretty shit though. 24.
24 is a success, so I believe that's half damage at 9. And that'll
9
be it.
sonic. Okay. Nice. All right. That's not terrible. Lump.
Does she have to use an action to put the sling back together?
It
doesn't say so in the effect.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I feel like she could
I think
probably
it's-
just grab the cord and load it all in the same action.
Yeah, it's like you
Yeah, you
pull
think that'd be a
a
part of
white
loading
thread
it.
free. Yeah, I would say that's fine. Lumpy baby, what do you got?
Lump raises their arm, their fingers crackling with fiery, holy energy as they point it towards the behemoth below them, and they cast Searing Light.
Searing light. Okie dokie, smoky pokey.
That is a 29 to hit,
Uh-huh.
and it is going to be 30 points of... Oh, wait. It's going to be 11 points of fire damage and 19 points of good damage. Which I don't
Okay,
think
and
you
the good will not go through. No,
Yep.
that could have been awesome.
take. Tragedy, to be sure.
Hey,
and,
a little bit at a
go ahead
time.
and get that shield back up.
Okay, Krucka.
All right, if this hammer toss doesn't work, then there might have to be some stairs to use here. Oh, a 32. Thank you.
Yeah, that'll do it.
12 damage, 8 bludge, 4 fire.
Cool.
Map -4. 19, not gonna do it. Dejected, he takes 25 feet down the stairs.
Okay. Starting to march down. Glash.
It's less of a march and more of a trepidatious tiptoe.
Glash. What's Glash got?
Glash
Another
comes back.
produce
Well,
flame.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we'll cast Produce Flame.
For reals though.
26 to hit.
That is a hit right now. The fear's still on.
15 points of fire damage, outdoing Lump with a cantrip versus a level 3 spell. Cool.
He dances like no one's watching.
And then the sling has been loaded, so we'll go ahead and toss
Fire
that
it
at
off.
-5. That is a critical miss with a 10.
No dice. Okay. Next up is the creature again, who is now going to, let's see, this is brutal on my end. I think it's going to try one more time to escape. Succeeds with a 34. And is going to slither its way over towards Kruka, who is now running down the stairs. And launch a fleshy... Actually, I don't even think it needs to. Let me just double check the range. Are you going to be a little bit elevated? No. Yeah, it's just going to launch a fleshy slap at you from its position. 35 to hit. Sorry.
That's a crit.
Make that a 30. Make that a 30. I forgot to map it.
That's not a crit.
Okay, regular damage. 19 points of bludgeoning. And then it's going to sapping squeeze you. Actually, no, it's not. It's going to grab you. It's going to grab you first. So you are making your way down the stairs gingerly, and now can't. And that's going to be its turn. Take 2 fire damage. Roll a recovery check. Failed again. And I need a will save. Still a feared. Rolled a natural 1. This is brutal.
You love it.
I can't believe it's not immune to fear. It's crazy. And that's going to bring us to Tulok.
Tulok will move through the air 10 feet forward and holding in his other hand the staff of necromancy that he's been carrying since last episode. That's right. I have it out, folks. Never put it away. He raises it up and a green magic starts to coalesce and fires out towards this creature. Fortitude save, please.
Fortitude save. This is 34.
That is a success. You are enfeebled 1 as a ray of enfeeblement strikes you.
Nice. Okay. Ray of enfeeblement. All right. That's your turn. Izori.
Izori
Debuffs are
reaches
awesome in this
deep. Yeah. Izori reaches down and puts her hand into her material pouch and pulls out a single seed. And as if using telekinetic projectile, it shoots across the battlefield and embeds itself in the chest of this being as she spends her first 2 actions casting Bursting Bloom.
Ooh.
Okay. Chest, of course, being proverbial.
Proverbial,
but,
yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as it penetrates, it explodes out in this rose bush and begins to wrap this creature in vines. You are immediately going to take 6d6 piercing, which is 21. I know you're resistant to it. That's fine. You are also going to take 1d6 bleed if the creature bleeds. I don't think that rolled.
And what's next?
And then I require a fortitude save, please.
Okay, fortitude save is a 35.
35 is a success. So you take half damage and no persistent damage. So that sucks.
Well, regardless. Oh, wow. Okay.
It's allergic to pollen and dies.
Just because of the way that rolled out, it takes exactly 0 damage from that.
Cool.
That's chill. chill.
That was like on the nose. That is brutal. Yeah, just these things start like blooming out of it, but just like the like negative energy or the void energy inside this creature just starts making them all wilt, kind of like this flavor counteracting to this explosion of life. Do you got anything else?
Oh no, it's eco-friendly.
With her final action, she's going to cast Needle of Vengeance and whisper Kruka's name. So every time it attacks Kruka, it will take 2 mental damage. DC 27 will save, and then it'll take 2 mental damage.
Sure. All right, Lump.
Lump sees Krucka all caught up in this fleshy pile. Don't worry, I've got you. And then reaches into their own stomach, pulls out their guts, and throws it over the side and climbs down. As they use inside ropes.
They've got this.
Did they
Holy
use
crap.
their inside voice when they were yelling at Krucka too?
Krucka, just so you know, I've got your back, bud. And yes, so
Really
I would-
looks like it.
Literally
give you
pull
an
out your own
athletics check.
guts,
Yep.
create ropes
50 feet of
to
rope.
climb down.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you need to do, or you do athletics check to climb down?
check to climb down. I rolled a 2 on the die for a 21, but climbing a rope is a DC 5, so that is or 10.
Think you're all right.
Yeah, critical success. So I think I can get to the floor. No, I am 10 feet off the ground, and so I'll use one more action to do it again, and I am now on the ground, right to the north of the creature.
Okay, Krucka, you're grabbed
Krucka,
by a big piece of this fleshy bit from this creature.
Slapped and grabbed fleshily. Will unarmed strike to get out of the grab. Fucking 4 on the die for a 22.
No. Oh wait. No, not gonna do it.
Didn't think so.
Though what
I
will,
guess he'll-
what I will give you, if you actually, I'll even let you take that back if you want. What I will give you is, it's this big fucking, like, big fleshy thing that's wrapped around you. You could just probably strike it. You don't have reach per se, but you know, a piece of it's on top of you.
I suppose that's all I was trying to do was get up close and smack it with a hammer. So
Yeah.
if it wants to get in smacking range, smackety smackety, smack smack smack.
Okay.
As a wise philosopher once said. 30 to hit,
That'll hit.
16 damage, 12
Okay.
bludge, 4 fire.
So you smack this thing, and it just like shrivels at the impact of the attack, and just kind of pulls you suddenly off the stairs and onto its mess, and just starts to like shrivel down onto the ground. So you're like almost like riding on this thing, and you just like your impact just kind of lights off the persistent fire, and it starts to spread, and then it catches all of the dead foliage that just burst from it from Azori's spell, and the whole thing kind of starts to go up in flames as you like roll off its back onto the arena floor, and it dies.
Whoa! Fucking good job, y'all.
I felt really bad with the bursting bloom. I was like, I gotta use this somehow. This is killing me.
Fine. Third level spell gone to waste, or fourth level spell gone to waste. It's
Fourth
not a big
level,
deal.
yeah.
I mean, I used it because I knew we were resting immediately after this. So
Yeah.
I was flavor
Yeah, that's what I
flying,
figured.
so-
That's what I figured.
Just
Yeah.
use this
Flying,
dead heap
yeah.
as a beanbag chair and go to sleep.
Does this thing not explode?
Oh, actually, it does. Yeah, you're right.
Death throws.
thanks, Cam.
I'm here to help.
Foundry would just let me. Okay, necrotic decay. Oh, don't you just love this?
DM's companion.
What? Hold on. That
The only
can't be
decay I like is
Let me
donkey
just check the
town.
range on this. Make sure that my thing is up to date. Yeah, it says in a 5-foot emanation. So, Krucka, roll me a save. Roll me a fortitude save.
Okay, at least this is my highest, and I've got Juggernaut, so 20.
20 is a fail. So you're gonna take as you're rolling off its back, and like the fire is like kind of bursting out of like these like seams that break open, and this like noxious gas comes out, the fire goes off, and all this like void energy kind of just dissipates out with all the fire and the burning vegetation, and you're gonna take 32 points of void damage as you roll off the back of this thing.
So he will basically come out of it like Tommy Lee Jones, covered in like a bunch of goop and it.
Basically.
I think it's dead.
Just like you didn't want.
Lump shoves their guts back into their belly, pats it.
Oh,
Tulok
disturbing.
floats to the ground with his hands at his sides like Jesus.
I'm not going to touch that one. There's lots of...
I picture Tulak flying around like Fire Lord Ozai, top knot, just fucking like plasma energy coming out of the palms and shit.
Yeah, probably, because that's pretty much what was going on with those. Okay, because I'm dumb. I originally was going to go and just start fucking cracking off magic missiles, but then I realized that I would probably fail my check. So I was thinking about 2 action things I could do whilst moving 1 action still.
So as this thing settles and the sort of smoke it dissipates, and you find yourself looking at this pile of ridiculous amalgamation of corpses and disgusting things, you of course see no small amount of sort of piled together pieces of equipment and weapons, and there's like a broken glaive in there with the whatchamacallit, the Drider body, and there's like a busted sword and all these things. And you sift through and you find a couple of things that appear to be relatively undamaged, given what they were floating in all this time. There is a pair of gloves that appear to be magical. There is a large ram's horn. There is a hand-carved wooden full-head mask that sports several holes along each side of the face. There is also an ice blue half mask that's adorned with a wicked silver grin that covers the wearer's mouth. And there is a piece of parchment with the blueprints to a tattoo on it.
Ooh, these all sound so good.
I'm very excited for this loot.
The tattoo you can quickly just read and discover that it represents the design for something called the 100 Victories tattoo.
The orc tattoo?
It is the orc tattoo, yeah. It reads, 100 cuts healed into diamond-shaped scars represent the ability to withstand the attacks of your enemies. Orc warriors covet their scar patterns and cluster them around what they consider to be their strongest assets. A pattern around the heart signifies a warrior with great endurance, while one along the arms indicates great upper body strength. You get a +1 bonus to intimidation checks, and if you have ferocity, such as from the orc ferocity feat or similar ability, the first time each day you use it, instead of remaining at 1 HP, your hit points are set to the amount equal to your ancestry hit points, even if this amount is more than you would normally get from ferocity.
Ooh.
Neat.
So for Krupka, it would be
Interesting.
on his forehead for his mighty wit.
Yeah, like his back or some shit.
It says
Nice.
SMRT across his forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really cool
But that's,
tattoo, Duncan.
It is a really cool tattoo. Yeah. The other ones will have to be identified. We got 2 masks, a pair of gloves, and a ram's horn.
Tulak pulls Duffy off of his back and sets him down upon the floor.
Please don't make me eat that creature. Please, I don't think I have enough space, Master Tulak.
It's okay, Duffy.
Hungry, Duffy.
Don't worry. It's just these other items here. Look, let's start easy. A half mask.
Oh, it doesn't look very clean, Master Tulak.
Eat the mask, Duffy.
Oh, okay.
Tulak rubs a little dirt on it, then rubs it off on his cloak.
You'll be the belle of the ball, Duffy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And taking the half mask first, there appears to be no discernible speciality on this one.
Also, sorry, before I forget to say this and really duff this thing, I pick up the die.
Ah, good choice. You see the light has gone out for its power, but you are not far away from a place you could recharge it.
Let's go to the beach.
And I roll 27 occult on the mask.
27 occult on the mask. This is known as a Mask of the Banshee. These are all in your party loot, by the way. The Mask of the Banshee gives you a +2 item bonus to intimidation checks, and as a 2-action envision interact once per day, You can emit a soul-chilling scream that deals 6d10 void damage to each living creature and 20-foot emanation.
Jesus.
Mind you, that is every living creature in a 20-foot emanation. It's very powerful. It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
This will not discern your allies.
And we are generally the only living things around.
Or we're fighting a bunch of devils.
Yeah.
They live.
Toss Glash into a room with it on.
I'd be interested.
Yeah, if you're not, I am.
Zori would look so badass with.
That's true.
Yeah.
Lump would
It's
have
a
to wear it
banshee
upside
mask.
down.
It definitely suits better for.
Lump wouldn't be able to
Zori.
see.
Lump would have to wear it upside down.
I would just wear it upside down over my mouth.
Just an eye patch?
So funny.
Eye patch of the Banshee. Yeah, I'm down to do a roll off on it if you want, Cam.
Oh no, you can have it. You're good.
Eye
Okay,
patch of the
alright.
Banshee sounds like a great Scottish or Irish punk rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I've thrown
Punk
it in
rock
Zori's
band.
Or a
inventory.
really bad Hardy Boys book.
All right. What's next? The other mask?
Sure.
No discernible effects on this one either. In fact, it's going to be for all of them. They're all the same.
25 occult.
25 occult.
And a 30 to aid.
Yep. This is skittering mask, a greater skittering mask.
Ooh.
The
It
first
turns
time
into a
each day.
Skittermander. Shout out.
Shut up, Bones.
Shout out Bones.
What was your ship called again?
The ship.
Oh, I don't remember either. Wasn't
No,
like the,
neither
I
do
don't know,
I.
you had the Golden Bones something or other company. Was your I don't know. Starfinder.
Oh,
Go.
God. Yeah, that's a lifetime ago.
Yeah, seriously. So the first time each day that you begin your turn unconscious and within 20 feet of an enemy, metallic insect legs emerge from the holes in the mask and step 15 feet away. Step 15 feet away, not stride.
Wow.
Away from the nearest enemy, dragging your body along with the mask. For 1 minute each time you begin your turn unconscious and within 25 feet of an enemy, the mask steps 15 feet away from the nearest enemy again. An ally can signal the mask with a single action, which has the auditory and concentrate traits. If the mask hears the signal, it attempts to move towards that ally when it steps from the nearest enemy. If more than one enemy is equidistant, the mask steps away from one of them at random. The mask possesses no special senses and does not react to hidden or undetected enemies, nor can it distinguish that a creature not acting openly hostile is an enemy.
That thing is so fucking weird.
That's so fucking cool.
It's
Just
so
dragging
cool.
your
Just
unconscious
drags-
body around
Yeah.
by the face.
Dragging your ass all over
Trucker
the
gets
place.
knocked out after ferocity.
I mean, given my first little troubles in Otari, dwarf getting eaten by a crocodile incident that still scares me to this day, that sounds really, really attractive.
Go for it then.
I probably don't really want it that much right now
Okay.
because he's pretty full up on invested items. And
That was to
we're
say,
pretty
like,
good
right
at
now-
not sleeping in dangerous places.
We're looking at a lot of like really close to maxing out in the invested items, which is kind of not. You kind of have to start picking and choosing what you do and do not want to wear.
I don't need it.
Let's see about these gloves.
The gloves. So no one's claiming the mask.
No.
No one wants to live. Gotcha. Roll me a check on the gloves.
What was the check?
Any of them?
Oof, not so good. 22 for me.
No, you're not sure.
How about a 32 from Kreka?
Oh yeah, you can use crafting for this, can't you? I forgot.
Sure can, bud.
Yeah, that's these are gloves of storing.
Nice.
What? So, like, you store stuff in the fingers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Says,
So
could
it's
be-
really good for casters because they can put like a wand or a scroll in it, and they can just snap their fingers, and it shows up in their hand, so they don't have to draw it.
As a non-spellcaster, Kreka would see them and go, "You could fit so many sausages in here."
So many sausages. Yeah, it's basically a one
slaps the
bulk or
gloves.
less, I think, in each glove. I think it's in each glove. Yeah. And yeah, it's a one action to put something in, but it's a free action to just pop it out. It can't be activated again for another minute though.
Somebody should check to see if there's anything inside it already.
2 luck checks to see if there's anything inside it already.
Monkey's paw.
There is a type 1 ring of wizardry.
Oh,
But Did you just make that up right now?
I just randomly went to a room where I know I gave you a different loot than what was in the room stock and just found what the item was. But no, there's actually nothing in there.
Okay.
I mean, Tulok has wands. He would use it, but Tulok also has the healer's gloves right now. So,
Zori?
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
getting
true.
chilly. Double glove.
Too bad it doesn't work that way. Put them on his socks.
he puts the
Socks
healer's
restoring.
gloves on Duffy.
Oh, these are just delightful. Thank you so much.
Can Duffy fucking hit me with the healer's gloves in the back or what?
No.
Damn it.
You could if Tulok is willing to trade, you could give me the healer's gloves, and then you get the gloves of storing, or unless you want to keep them for yourself. I understand.
No, you can take the healer's gloves. Just heal me with them when I need it.
Oh yes, the thing that I'm built around. No, I will not.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah, so Tulok says, I'd really like these. I think I could find them quite useful. Perhaps, Lump, would you like these healer's gloves?
Yes, I would appreciate them. And
he pulls them off and hands them to them.
You've had those healer's gloves for a long time. That's kind of cool that you suddenly no longer.
Got them from Physic.
Mhm.
and they slide them on, and you watch the gloves like get bloody for a second, and then clean, and then bloody, and then clean, and then they just stay clean.
Yuck,
Oh, yeah, you
I
got
don't want
those-
to know what
those are-
happened in there.
Those gloves of those gloves of healing are from Physic, aren't they?
Yeah, that's
Oh
right.
yeah. They barely fit Tulok, so I don't know what Lump's going to be doing.
That's why I was saying that they're bleeding, and then they stop bleeding. They bleed. I feel like I must be acquitted.
Wear them well. They belong to our companion, Physic. He was our healer, and now you are. I think he would be very proud of the work that you've done.
Yes, if he hadn't died horribly, he would be very touched to see them in use.
I see. And how did he die?
Volok. It was Volok. I believe I've
Oh.
spoke on this before, taking
Yes.
2 of our allies thus far.
I hope we meet him soon.
As do I, but he has bested us twice, and I hope it not to be a third.
You
Next
didn't-
time we must be ready.
You didn't have me.
That is true. Though I was wary of you at first, Lump, you have been quite the good traveling companion with us. Definitely a boon for our team.
Thank you. And you see Lump, his big eye just start to moisten a little bit. Anyways, the ram's horn, is this for drinking? And Lump will like do the thing where they like hold it above their head and look up into it to see if anything comes out.
Yeah, you hold it up, and it just seems to be like. At first, you kind of like pull your head away because you're like, is it gonna pour something hot on me? Because it looks like steam kind of trickles out, but then it's kind of just more like a mist almost.
Huh.
You ever done that thing with a can where you hold your arm straight and then try to drink from it by like, it's out and then you're lifting it above your head and you're looking up and then you're basically just pouring it in your mouth from above?
No.
Oh, it's a fun
It
game.
sounds like a mess.
You're a
It
sticky
sounds like a
child,
mess,
weren't you, Scott?
Scott's parents come home. There's just 6 cans laying around him. Soda everywhere.
Scott's house drawers was always the top was mop, always mopping.
Surge Cola. Drink it with a straight arm.
It does appear to be magical. Tulok, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment.
Duffy?
Looks like a drinking horn to me.
What does it taste like, Duffy?
That's not what I asked, Duffy.
You didn't ask anything. You just said Duffy.
You know your job.
Oh God, I have to eat another thing. All right.
Just lick it.
Don't make me lick your horn.
Oh, no.
Please don't make me.
Duffy.
Christ.
It's a horn of plenty, Duffy.
It's a horn of plenty. No.
It's a venerable cornucopia. Oh.
Shout out that
My
card.
neck hurts. My neck hurts from laughing too much.
James is shaking his head, but I can see the smirk on his face. There is no discernible advantage on whatever. Blah 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 blah.
Natural 20.
Can we for our next campaign? Natural 20. This is a horn of fog.
A foghorn.
And you notice now that it's decidedly not made of fog, unlike the tin whistle made of tin. Yeah, basically tiny droplets of water and a whole lot of condensation will kind of glisten out of it and perpetually. And it's a 2-action interact once per hour. You can activate the horn by blowing it deeply into it and causing it to issue forth a low blast and cast a 2nd level obscuring mist spell. You can dismiss the mist at any time by blowing a 2nd note on the horn using an interact action.
Awesome.
Yeah, anyone?
Whoever's first through the door should take that.
All right, I'll take it.
That is a real solid prep the encounter kind of attack.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that we wanted to accomplish today before calling it? You said something about an aqueous beastie?
Yes, but perhaps we should rest before we take that on. I'm thinking that we also could go recharge the die first.
What if we went to check on see where it is? Maybe we can get a visual of it and then use that as the basis of some research during our rest to learn more about this creature before we go at it.
Deal. Smart.
Just one quick thing. I know the tattoo's probably going to go to Krucka here. We have to get someone to tattoo it on him. But everyone does have some room for investment. Is no one actually going to wear the skittering mask?
I don't have any
Just
room
seems-
and I'm already wearing a mask.
Yeah, you're wearing a mask, yeah.
I'm wearing a mask as well.
Tulok doesn't want
Are
to
you?
wear a mask.
What's your mask?
Okay, Krucka will
Oh, you
wear
have
the
demon
mask.
Yeah.
Krucka will wear the mask?
Yes,
All right.
begrudgingly.
Just seems like a total waste if you have space. What's the next step then?
We're gonna go scout out the aqueous beast, and so that we can try to make some knowledge checks and then rest. It sounds like.
Yeah. Let's go fishing.
Tulok puts the wand of manifold missiles in his hand, and then it disappears into the glove.
All right.
Nice.
Didn't know you could do magic.
It is but an illusion.
So I've brought you up to, or down to the labs level where the cave is. You are able to sort of see the lake from the transparent wall in the circular chamber that goes up and down. You also may remember that there was a sort of catwalk hallway of sorts in the cavern with the transparent wall as well that you could kind of look down through, which is where you originally had discovered the underwater sort of lake. Traveling, assuming, say, you just travel up or travel down the stairs and kind of make your way through where, say, the Urna Curse was, your most direct route. You can peek your head in as you head north to the circular room and kind of peer into the cavern, and the water in the cavern, everything seems very quiet. You've stepped into the cavern at one point just briefly, but didn't go far.
Izore, do you have a casting of invisibility left?
I do not, but I do have a translocate left in my repertoire for the day, so escape is not a worry at the moment, and I'm not entirely sure how much invisibility would do for me underwater with displacement and the like.
Okay. I think
mean,
Tulok is...
You can cast it, but again, I've seen the Hollow Man movies. I know that invisibility doesn't mean shit underwater.
I just kind of thought you were going to stand by the shore.
Yeah, she could do, but I think we want to get a good look at this thing, right? That means kiting it out, no?
Yeah, well, yeah. If you want to do that from the water, you go right ahead.
So,
I suppose she feels very comfortable in the water, so.
So the plan is to go into the cave then. And
Yes.
go to the underground lake. We're not resting, researching.
Well, no. We are going to look and see the creature so we know what it is. Then we're going to go research and rest.
Okay.
Yeah, so the dream here is that Lump points out where in the water they see, or they sense something living, ideally.
Mm-hmm.
Izori goes in, kites it out swims out, so everybody's far enough on the bank that they're not within range, or even behind the glass walls over here, wherever. She'll go in the water, try and kite it out, and then surface and dimension door to safety, realistically, ideally, so that we can all get a good look at this being.
So you guys all enter the cave together. Can you put yourself in the most realistic marching order that you would?
Okay, Tulok is going to the south here. There's all these rock outcroppings. He's going to go behind it and take cover. And then further, we'll take his cloak. I've never done this before either. The clandestine cloak. And we'll put the hood up, giving him a +1 to stealth.
Okay.
Should have realized that before. And then he is going to prepare the invisibility spell and will cast it upon himself as soon as he sees this creature. And if anyone is next to them, after he puts the oxygen mask on himself, that is the invisibility, he will cast it on the next person as well.
All right.
Glass should wait outside because he can't run fast.
Yep.
Krucka does have a Quicksilver mutagen. If anybody wants it, that gives you a +2 item bonus to acrobatics, stealth, and thievery checks and reflex saves, but you take double damage and -2 to fortitude saves.
I'm good.
Yeah. The double damage thing is a pretty big drawback when we might have to run away from something trying to kill us.
Sorry, are you a proficient swimmer?
Yes, Lump, I would say so. I have been around the water my whole life. My parents owned a shipping company and I learned to swim at a very young age. I'm even relatively proficient with the rapier under the water.
I see. Very well then.
Why is Glash way the hell back there? Who put Glash all the way back there?
We want
Me.
Glash over there, so he's safe.
Yeah.
Okay. What the hell? So Glash is not part of this, everyone. Okay, so as you kind of enter this cave, you on their way here, you've kind of invested yourself in a bit of a plan. Lump takes the lead as you cross a sort of like, the cave opens up a little bit and it kind of narrows, and there's a bit of a threshold. You pass through that, and that's when Tulok kind of ekes off to the side and pulls up the cloak hood and gets himself in a position by the rock. Izori behind Lump, and then Krucka taking up the rear. As you kind of get into the position, Krucka's just at the threshold. Lump, you sense a vibration in the ground, and it's coming from behind you all. And just as you register it, Krucka, you kind of like just suddenly stub your toe, like just lightly on a rock you didn't see. And you look down, and it's not even quite a rock. It's like a rocky spike that has come out of the ground all of a sudden. And you look around, and there are several of these cropping up all around you, and just behind you, as this creature suddenly just emerges from the ground right on top of Krucka.
Oh. Son of a bitch.
This like
Fucking
humanoid
gorilla with
shape,
crystals
like,
growing
yeah,
out.
it just like climbs out of the ground. It's like hunched over, fist down on the ground like a gorilla, and it's just covered in rocky spikes and this leering, like glowing white eyes. And we're gonna roll for initiative.
Stalag tight, man.
This stalag might be the end of us.
Yeah, there's no good ones.
The DDT. Let's go.
I see Glash on the field. I just want to make sure that he's not actually there, or else I'm rolling initiative. Please.
No, he was
you
there.
Put him way back there.
That's where I put him.
He's
Yeah,
not there.
he's just not in
Or
the
he's not in the
initiative
combat.
tracker,
Yeah.
Okay,
He probably doesn't know what's going on.
that's fine.
Let's go with Krucka. What'd you get for initiative?
29.
All right. Izori?
24.
Tulak?
33.
33. All right. And Lump?
I think I have the highest perception in the party, but I cannot roll above a 4 on initiative, so I have a 20.
Okay. Suddenly you just hear this, like, rumbling, like, crackling of rocks just, like, behind you, Tulak, around the corner, and you catch this glimpse of this, like, monstrous earthen creature. What do you do?
I do stuff. Tulok raises his arms. Pupil disappears. And he will cast Animate Dead, placing a skeletal champion. Can I place it right here? Listeners,
Skeletal
here is
champion.
to the north of this creature, but there's a little rocky outcropping.
Yeah, I can give you there.
Okay, that's too far away. So put him.
Is it? Okay.
I think we'll have to put him just below Krucka then.
No problemo.
And the skeletal champion will strike out with his longsword. 15 to hit. Doubt it.
Nope.
And will raise its shield.
Okay. 15 hit, raise a shield. Krucka.
Krucka, first action. Would like to recall knowledge. Not too used to seeing rocks come to life.
True enough. I will take Arcana or Nature.
Nature, baby. Au naturel. 25.
I'm afraid you do not know.
Ah, it's igneous. And second action, I think he's just... Would it be like difficult terrain to get around this rocky outcropping to his north?
I would say so, yes.
Okay, so he's just going to sudden charge around. I don't even know if he needs the whole sudden charge. He does
Okay.
not, but he'll get around to the the opposite side of the skeletal champion to put him into flanking.
You have
Okay.
to move 5 south.
You have to move 5 south.
Goodbye then.
No, you were right. I had to move 5 south. Okay. So now that he's there, he'll strike out with the light hammer.
Okay.
23 to hit.
That's going to be a miss, or at least a glancing blow.
Flat-footed. Or off kilter, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Off kilter. Off guard. Off guard.
Off kilter is Starfinder.
Off kilter with some Starfinder. Yeah. Good call. No, I'm afraid still not enough.
It's very hard. And that's his turn.
Okay. Next up is this creature. In fact, actually, what I need, Krucka, is as you were running along to get to the other side, you were trying to avoid all of these spikes, and they are just like kind of coming up and down all over the place and stabbing at you, all in a 5-foot emanation around this creature. So as you moved through, you found they were just like stabbing at you. So when you moved 1 square, it was 12 piercing damage hit you.
Nice. When that happens, he will use Wounded Rage as a reaction.
Nice. Okay. But sadly, as you moved further squares, they keep stabbing at you. So you can take another 7
Getting angrier and angrier.
and another 5.
Okay,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
12.
Does that trigger an AOO?
No, it's an aura around this creature.
Yucky.
And now this thing is going to punch at Krucka with a 25 to hit.
Meat to beat.
Meet to beat. Okay, Krucka takes 16 bludgeoning damage, and then it spends an action also pushing you 10 feet, and you only have 5 feet room, but you move back away from the creature, out of the aura, and up against the wall behind you. And then the creature will turn and throw a fist at the skeletal champion as well for a natural 20, 36.
That's
In-
secret.
It's going to be 48 points of damage.
Oh, so it just punches. It was a punch? It
It's a
just like
punch, it's a
punches
fist
this
attack.
fucking thing's like head off, caves in,
Yeah.
caves in its fucking, like punches through the shield and still caves in the helmet and its skull as it drops
Just
to the ground.
right up against the cavern wall. Just boom, and the skeletal champion crumbles to the ground in a pile of bones. Izori.
That was over double its HP, just for the record.
That's a big hit.
Or was basically double. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Izori. So the skeletal champion's gone.
Big time.
It is.
First action, she's going to attempt to demoralize this creature.
Okay.
I don't know who you are or where you came from, but I assure you, we are going to break you down into those bits and pieces that make you up. And she flourishes her rapier at the same time. That is a 20, but I'm going to use a hero point.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was a 4 on the die.
Brutal.
Yeah, 6 on the die for 22. Better.
Oh, no. You've had a couple of those recently. Just like
Yeah.
back-to-back hero points. No good. I'm afraid it is not intimidated by you. If anything, it just turns in your direction a little bit after punching the skeletal champion, and you can see like it's like fists like held up in the air, and you suddenly notice there's like these ethereal like manacles around its wrists and its legs, and it just looks like it's ready to just come at you with a punch.
Okay, she will spend her final 2 actions starting to gently sing under her breath. Just. And it builds and builds, and she lets out a haunting hymn, which will require a DC 27 basic fortitude save, please.
Fortitude save. I rolled real good. That's a 39.
That would be a critical success, so no damage.
No damage. Okay. So far, not doing great on this thing. Lump, can you change the tide a bit?
Lump is going to hear this beautiful melody coming from Izori, stride forward 20 feet to get into base to base, and probably take some piercing damage.
Yeah, that's going to be 8 piercing damage as you step into the spiky aura.
Okay. And then is just going to let out like the most brutal scream right in this thing's face with painful vibrations.
Okay. That's going to be fortitude.
Yep.
38.
That is a critical success.
Unaffected. It's
And-
not going well. Top of round 2, Tulok.
Tulok reaches out his hand, and into it pops the machine gun of magic missiles. And
Manifold.
Tulok will clap that off.
Okay.
And for the first time ever, not cheating while doing it, is going to be a 4, 8. Oh, 1. It's 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay.
And that's it.
All right. And Krucka.
This is bad. First action, he's going to throw the light hammer. 25 to hit.
25 is a miss.
Fuck. I don't know what to hit him with. I don't really have much.
Yep, big fuck off axe.
I doubt slashing is going to do a whole lot of good right now.
Oh, you don't have your rage on, by the way. Or do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
And I also don't want to step into that emanation, so yeah, he's gonna step in and take a swing.
Just for so you know, it's if you are stepping in or through the said area. So if you're just standing there still, it won't affect you. It's moving through it. Is the
Okay,
problem?
so yeah, and but when he knocks me back, I can't really help but step into it.
Exactly.
Again,
Yeah, it's
right?
tough, right?
Yeah.
So you take
Okay.
6 piercing damage coming in.
6, okay, and a swing with a map -4, 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
Fuck yeah. 15 damage, 11 bludge, 4 fire.
Okay, bam. First good solid hit from Krucka. And that's your turn. Toss, move,
Yeah, it's my turn.
strike. And as soon as you hit this thing, it actually like crumbles. The whole thing just falls apart in front of you into a bunch of pebbles and just like hits the ground and like slips into the ground, and all the spikes disappear around you. And it just vanishes before your eyes as the pile of rocks just like seep into the ground. And it's suddenly pops up on the other side right next to Izori and Tulok as Lump can feel it just burrowing underneath their feet, just the tremors, just, and you can all feel it, but Lump, you could just detect it moving underneath, and it pops up from the ground after it crumbled, and will launch a punch.
Question.
Yeah.
Could Krucka kind of clock where it's going and try to no escape after him?
That's a very good question. Roll me a perception check.
21.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
It's got an ability called Earth Glide that lets it move through like stone and stuff like pretty much seamlessly. So there's basically no signs of it passing through at all. So you're not able. You're like, you can feel the trembles, but you can't see or detect the direction.
You know that sound of like the ocean when you're on a small pebble beach and it's like sucking back out and it makes that cool sound?
Yeah.
That's what I figure it like.
I would like to make the argument that I can use Infernal Braille lore.
Oh!
Nice
Because it's
try.
like these bumped surfaces all over the rock. No, okay.
Krucka puts his hand on like on like all the pebbles on the ground. He's just like, catch her in the rye.
This thing throws a punch at Izori for a 38 to hit.
Crit.
That's going to be 56 damage.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I think, let me just double check my action economy here. Crumble was a reaction, and let me just double check how fast it can move here. Oh yeah, okay. And then it rolls out. Actually, I think it's going to go for a push, and it's going to knock Izori back into Lump. You're
Great.
kind of escaping the spikes, but all the spikes start coming up all around you, Tulok. Izori, what do you do in response?
Her first action, she's going to stride, so she's well away from this creature. And then with her next two actions, she's going to cast Friend Fetch on Tulok.
Hey.
So these ethereal telekinetic strands shoot out and drag Tulok towards me. This is a forced movement, so you have the opportunity to resist if you'd like. Otherwise, you are just going to stop directly in front of me.
I will ride the ride.
Okay. It's forced movement, which means it wouldn't trigger any reactions, but it is a drag, so I am going to say the spikes still affect you for one of the squares. You're going to take 5 piercing damage.
Fine.
Sorry. I tried.
Seems worth it.
Ow.
Better than taking one of those punches. All right, that's your turn, Azori. Lump.
Lump is, let's see, turn order. Okay. Lump is going to go ahead and cast a 2-action heal on Izori for 55 points.
Jesus.
And
Shit.
yeah.
Having a
That
healer.
puts me
It's great.
one away from full. That's awesome.
Yeah, I
Don't be
did
too
my
scared
best
anymore.
and then we'll raise a shield, looking back at the group. You go. I'll hold them off until it's good to get away. Just make sure everyone else gets out. And that's my turn.
All right, that's your turn. And so this thing punches Izori back, who then runs and just like magically zips Tulok out of there. And then he just sees like Lump turn, like cast a spell and just turn shield up in preparation. And this thing just grabs a rock from the ground, hefts it up, and just eyeing Lump, ready to strike. And that's what we're going to call it. Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.